friend, friends and neighbor, or shall I say this afternoon?
Welcome back to the Steelers franchise on Madden 22. I'm your host, longtime listener. Be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and comment below. We are ready for week one action, but before we get into that, we actually now have a little bit more to digest as far as the scouting situation. We can now see all of the different prospects as far as at least I think it's the top 450 prospects in the country. We can break it down by position. And as you can see here, it is going to be deep at the quarterback position. There's, two that are projected to go in the top 5 in the draft, and then an additional 5 QBs that are first round projections, and then another one that is either a first or second round. And that helps us because if we decide to move on from Ben Roethlisberger, which there's a pretty good chance that we do, this frees up potentially the idea that we could wait until the second round to draft somebody. So keep that in mind. Don't necessarily need to worry about halfback and fullback because we probably won't draft there. But it's a decent looking class as far as wide receivers. You've got about 10 guys that are projected to go in the first 3 rounds, which is pretty ideal. Don't know if we'll have a chance to take a tight end, but if we do, it'll probably be in the middle rounds as well. Left tackle, there are 3 guys that are projected as first rounders. That's huge because we really need help on the offensive line. I think that's going to have to be our first pick, and depending on how good we are this year in terms of where our draft position is, we might need to try and get one of those guys ASAP or even trade up for one, depending on how they look after we scout them. It's a little bit thin at center, which is usually the case. I feel like they kind of tend to undervalue that position in the draft. Right guard, there are a few, but again, guard, I think we're okay. There's only one right tackle projected in the first round, and then it gets a little bit thin beyond that. So we're probably going to have to be aggressive going after a tackle in that first round to hopefully bolster that offensive line. At left end, there's a little bit of potential here with a few guys, but defense is not our issue. Our defensive front is pretty darn good, and we've got pretty good linebackers. So even though there are some guys here that are projected to go up in the higher rounds, if anything, that may help us by taking the attention off of the QBs and the offensive linemen that we would prefer to grab. So we'll see how that shakes loose. There's a really good D tackle coming out of Oklahoma State that's up there, and then a few guys that are projected as first or second rounders as well. So maybe a chance to add a little bit of depth at the D tackle position, with the idea being that eventually we might try and switch over to a 4-3 defense, but some of that is going to depend on how well I personally actually do managing the switch from a traditionally 4-3 mindset to the 3-4. But nonetheless, I think it's something to keep an eye on if the opportunity presents itself. Linebacker's a little bit thin. But we don't need any linebackers, so it's probably not that big of a deal. There's one guy projected to go in the first round. Maybe Mark Money, which is an awesome name, slips into the first round, but a little bit thin at middle linebacker. There's one really good corner projected to go in the top 5, and then 3 more that are projected as first or second rounders. Then you got several down through about the 7th or 8th round, or overall prospect at that position that could go as high as the first or second round, which helps because I think we need help at that position. I don't necessarily need to look at safeties, kickers, punters, because we're probably not going to draft anybody in any of those spots. But that's our first look at the prospects under this new scouting update. And in general, I got to say, I don't really know what all to expect as we continue to move forward through this process, but we'll just be learning a lot of it as we go, to be quite honest. And second thing that I'm going to point out is that actually, for whatever reason, when I went through and did all of this, it didn't pick up my commentary in my headset, so I'm going back and doing this after the fact. So some of this might not flow as well as what you might think, considering that it looks like I'm talking as I do this, but I'm actually going back and doing this commentary. I think we're ready to jump into some action here. So it is game 1 of the season. The Steelers going out to Buffalo to take on the Bills, and Josh Allen with this offense that can move the ball in big chunks with Stephon Diggs, Emmanuel Sanders. I think the key for us is going to be running the football and stopping the run. In general, that's where we tend to be successful, is if we can do both of those things. And that will be the key in this one, more than likely. And here we go. We are going out to Buffalo to take on the Bills. The Steelers are going to get the football first, so it is going to be Graham Gano, I think, their kicker, trying to punt one or push one deep here, but it's going to be about a yard deep. McLeod going to bring it out, and he is going to have it out to about the 30, and he's brought down, actually, good effort there, out to the 32-yard line, and the Steelers will take over 1st and 10. Now, I generally like to try and run the football early to just kind of try and establish that offense. And here's what we're going to take a look at here. Everybody is offloaded heavy to that right side. That's where I wanted to run it. So we're going to audible, go play action, swing Roethlisberger out, looking for Ebron coming across the middle, and it works out perfectly as he's got to step on his man. Good throw there across his body, and it's a 1st down, pick up at 14. Now, let's see here. I mean, that is a great start, to be honest, guys. And I'm going to try and not do commentary as if it's like highlight reel style. Going back to the ground here, Najee Harris's first carry in the NFL, picks up 3 yards. The rookie out of Alabama, they are going to need him to be awesome. And that, we'll just kind of have to see how that goes. So, all right, 2nd and 7. They are loaded up now on the right side, and I'm trying to look and see here. I think I have Johnson maybe on that hitch route, one-on-one to the outside, to the left. But that left outside linebacker kind of took a step out that way. I tried to just scramble out of there, and Hughes just crushes Roethlisberger for the sack there. Now 3rd and long, we're in trouble. This is not the situation that I want to be in out of the gates. So we got a 1st down. Now we're behind the chains at 3rd and 14. Going to have to try and move the ball down the field. Looks like the middle of the field might be open, and Washington coming across on that slant is my primary target. Took a while to develop, but he's there, and a nice throw and catch. 1st down, Steelers, a pickup of 15, and we are into Buffalo territory. 1st and 10 at the 43. All right, let's go back to the ground. What do you say? We're going to look right up the middle here. I kind of like the way this looks. It's a pistol formation, and we're going to just give it to Najee Harris right up the middle. He's got a hole and then some. Big run inside the 20, down to the 14, and brought down at the 11-yard line. A nice gain there, 32 yards, and the Steelers already in the red zone. 1st and 10 now at the 11-yard line. And this is where I will go ahead and tell you right now. We're going to try and run this out to the left, but I'm not sure that it's going to be there. So we're going to, we just switch and we're going to just dive off of Trey Turner's hip here, try and pick up a few yards. It wasn't there. Good job to just kind of cut that back to the left and pick up some yardage. Now 2nd down and 5 from the 6-yard line. But anyway, I was getting ready to say, when we get deep into the red zone, I am not as comfortable throwing the football as what I would like to be, which stinks because I end up having to rely on typically either just running the football or one of just very few plays that I feel comfortable running once I get down here. And what that tends to do, now it's what, 3rd down and 2 from the 3. What that ends up doing a lot of times is I don't get a lot of touchdowns with my wideouts because, at least not once I get into the red zone, because I tend to rely on the tight ends, the fullback, and the halfback in those passing situations. All right, we got a heavy set here, and we're going to just run it to the left here. Derek Watt going to have to give me a block here, my man. 3rd down and 2, nothing there. That was Snell to the lineup there. He got stuffed for a loss of 2 on the play, and we're going to have to settle for a field goal. So it's a chip shot, which kind of stinks, but not a bad way to start the game, honestly. We pick up some pretty good yardage, and we've got the lead. It's just, it's never good when you get that close to the end zone and can't punch it in. But we're in front on the road against a pretty good Bills team, so that's better than being behind on the road. All right, so we're kicking with the wind here. This is likely going to be a touchback, I would imagine. Boswell's got a pretty good leg. Yep, that one's going pretty deep. Handled about 4 yards deep, and he's just going to kneel it. So Josh Allen going to work here. We'll see what this Bills offense can do, but I have a feeling that this defense is going to hold up pretty well this season. They just got a lot of good playmakers. We've got a good linebacking core. The one question mark is, can we stay healthy on the defensive front? Because we are a little bit thin with some of the injuries that we already have in place. That's not the start that we wanted to see. Emmanuel Sanders, 25 yards on first down, and they're already out to midfield. So that's no good. Let's see. We're going to try, and I'm looking for a blitz here. There's one. Edge blitz. So looks like we're going to be coming around that right side of their offensive line, trying to get pressure on Josh Allen. Big stuff there. Bush was coming there on the blitz, and it ends up being, like a good run blitz. Essentially stuffs them for a loss. That's a good way to set the tone against their running attack, to set them back a couple of yards on the first time they hand it off. Now they go 4 wide, so we're going to adjust to a dime formation here. And what do we got? Looks like a cover 1. Spread out the defensive line, trying to beg them to run it, but they don't. Now Allen looking to throw, hits his man, but not much there. They get back to the original line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 3rd and 10. This is big. They go now to a 3-wide set and bring in the tight end. I probably should have gone to a 3-4 again, but in a certain passing situation, the nickel is probably the better idea. We're going to bring a little bit of pressure here. Here comes Bush. Did not get much of a rush there, and he gets Beasley on the out route. It's just way too easy there for the Bills. You've got to play better defense than that on 3rd team, period. That was not very good defense by the Steelers. So, he's wide open. No pressure on Josh Allen. Just ugly. All right, so now we're going cover 6, I think, with a blitz coming off the corner. Did I see that right? I don't know. No, but we do stuff him again. Cam Hayward blowing that one up, and then Schobert there to clean him up. 2 carries for -3 yards so far for Singletary. That's what we need to do, stuff the run. With the sliders, I've got it on all Madden, but I also have the run blocking for the AI cranked up to like 75 to help them on that front. Because I tend to, I feel like it's usually hard for the opposing offenses to run the ball against you. It's panning out here. We've got a block in the back. We're going to basically consider those the same as holding in terms of, the realism. We want to have some penalties to just have that be a factor in gameplay. And I think that's going to be the best way for us to do that, is to leave the block in the back up a little bit so that we get some of them fairly frequently. Looked like Allen wanted to run with that. I started to pick it up. He just swings it out in the flat. They get nothing. Now it's 3rd and 20. We got to get a stop here, right? They're going 3 wide. We go to the nickel. Just a simple cover 2 here. Everybody cover your man. You got safety help deep. Just nobody get beat for the long ball. And it's looking good here. Nothing. Tons of time for him to throw. Eventually hits Diggs coming across the middle, but not going to be enough for the first down. They get 11. Now it's 4th and 9 from the 37. They're going to try the field goal here. This is a long one, and I think it's into the wind if I remember correctly. So he's going to have to get all of this one, and he misses it right. Not sure it had the distance, but either way, it was no good. And now the Steelers are going to get really good field position here. That was a 54-yard try. Or thereabouts, yeah. So we're taking over from the 44-yard line, looking for Ebron coming across the middle of the formation here. He should be open, just kind of swinging out into the left flat area. And there it is, wide open, tons of room, gets a block, and that is putting the Steelers into Buffalo territory already. We're down to the 37-yard line, looking to put some more points on the board. Let's go, boys. All right, let's go play action here. Is that what I chose? I don't remember. This could just be a simple run play. Yep, Harris gets a couple of yards there. Gain of 3 or 4, brings up 2nd down and 6. And what are we doing here? I like this little spacing play. You've got, ooh, look, there's nobody deep down the field left. So I changed from Johnson sitting down in the middle of the field to just keep on running in that direction. if that corner on the left side doesn't go deep, he's open, and there it is, and Roethlisberger misses it. Dang it. I mean, that's a touchdown if he makes a good throw, and instead it's 3rd and 6. So that's an opportunity missed. And now, let's see, it looks like the middle of the field's open. We're looking for Washington maybe on that deep post pattern, or Johnson just kind of sitting down in the middle of the field if that middle linebacker blitzes. He didn't blitz. He did vacate that area, and it was there. I just didn't throw it. Oh, dang it. I don't know what I was looking for there, but Johnson was open there on the left side of the field. We missed that, and now it's 4th and long from the 40. And this is kind of in that no man's land. That's a horrible sack because it takes you out of field goal range. I could have tried a long field goal, but I don't usually play on all Madden, and I wasn't sure if I could get the accuracy down. So instead, I try and hit this sky kick concept with the wind behind me, and he only punts it that far. But he muffs it, and we recover. So it looked like they might have been able to call kick-catch interference, but I wonder if he wasn't maybe blocked into his man or what the deal was. But nonetheless, this is a huge opportunity for the Steelers now. 1st and goal from the 9. Can we capitalize off of the turnover? Nothing there on 1st down, so now 2nd and goal from the 9. Golly, I wish I had a good pass play that I could leverage here. We're going to try this 4-9-4 flat route where I think we want even coming over the middle. Do I make the audible here? Or do I just send him up the seam? Johnson's open to the outside if we can hit him. Nope, it wasn't there. And sacked again. I had Harris coming out to the right in the flat, wide open. But Hughes already his 3rd sack. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. So there is the offensive line trouble that we talked about, and it is evident. I didn't have what I was looking for on the left side of the field. Now, Harris was open, but that's like one of my last reads is to just, dump it off out there, and there wasn't enough time to get that far in my progression. So now 3rd and goal, looking down the middle. We get it to Harris, but just nothing there. So easy to defend in that scenario. 3rd and goal from that far out. Just don't let him get a touchdown. And that was the end of the end of the 1st quarter. So we're up 3-0. We're about to add 3 more here from the looks of things. It's another chip shot. But what hurts is that we got that turnover and start 1st and goal from the 9, and all we get is 3. So that stings a little. The last couple of possessions, really even the one that we punted on, we probably should have got points on that drive. And then on this drive, we probably should have got 7, and we only got 3. But either way, we're winning 6-0. Their offense hasn't even really started to look like they're in regular season form. Ever since that first play, they haven't done anything. So here we go. Let's keep after Josh Allen. Looks like we're going to bring 5 here in pressure. I've got to cover the tight end, Knox. I'm going to run the ball. I should have had him right there. Actually, I did tackle him. I was thinking that he got away from me. But not bad. They get a few yards, but that could have been worse. Honestly, if he doesn't make that tackle, that's a huge gain. Because he had some good blocking downfield by his wide receivers. All right, 2nd and 4. They're going back to the ground. That's on me there. I kind of vacated the hole that I needed to plug up. And he gets a big pickup now, 1st and 10 at the 44. I was just trying to be too aggressive there and just kind of guess where the play was going to make a big play. And instead, they make a big play. That's why just follow your dang assignments. All right, so it's a draw play. He made me miss there, but still only gets 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Let's bring pressure. I think this is a blitz. Yep. Now I've got to pick up the halfback coming out of the backfield here in coverage. They fake the handoff, and then by that point, I came blitzing because I'm thinking that's the guy I got to cover anyway, and there was nobody left to cover or to block me. We end up blitzing like 6 or 7 guys on that play, and this is a big hit. So Bush gets the sack. Now it's 3rd and long, and we've got a chance to force them to punt yet again if we can just come up with one more stop here. They've got 3 wide, no tight ends in the ball game here. So just cover your man. He's got, oh man, guy made a move to make me miss there. And then look at that, man. He had Beasley breaking back up the field. That was like backyard football eventually. He had so much time. Just somebody try and find a way to get open, and Beasley did. He just overthrew him. Now they got a punt, 4th and 16 from the 37. We should end up with decent field position here. Cloud from the 20. Not the best return. Gets 7 yards or so. All right, let's get the offense going again here. Run the football. We were running it well early. I don't know why. I feel like I just can't keep that going. But, all right. Looks like we're going to try and run this ball, stretch it out to the left side. Good block there by Watt. Nice pickup. Gets 7 yards on first down. And now you have, like, second and short to medium is where, generally speaking, it's a good opportunity to try and throw the ball down the field. But I think at this point, the way the game was going, my strategy was, let's just pound it at them and see if we can't, pick up some yards on the ground, move the chains a few times, eat into the clock, and just limit the number of possessions they get in the first half. So we went up the middle there, only got a few. 3rd down and short coming up. Yeah, we're going to try and run it right off the hip of Trey Turner. 3rd and inches, you've got to get this first down. And we do. Big hole there. Picks up some extra yardage after contact, and he's got 66 yards already on 9 carries. So Najee Harris off to a good start for his NFL career. The offensive line is doing a decent job in run blocking. It's the pass protection, particularly on the left side there, that has been an issue so far. Now we've run it 3 times in a row, so we're going to look play action here. I need some time for Roethlisberger to throw. He's got Johnson open, hits him, and he can't hang it. Dang it! All the way across the field, gets open, has a step on his man, but then just can't hang on. All right, what do we got here? Washington coming across the middle, could be open, maybe even late. There's no time, though. So we just dump it off to Washington. That's a good pickup there. Rolls across the defender, ends up getting a first down, I think. Yeah, heck yeah. All right. Now we're going to shotgun. What are we doing here? Deep attack, I think. Yep, so we're looking, now they pull the safeties in. So Johnson on that post route is who we want here. The safeties are coming, if I recall correctly. They do blitz. I leave Harris in to block, and it's there. He just overshoots it. That's a good matchup. I will take that shot every time. One-on-one, deep down the middle of the field like that. He just didn't make the play. Now 2nd and 10. Let's try and get some positive yardage here and get into a manageable 3rd down situation. What have we got here? Okay. He went across the middle. Maybe Johnson on that hitch route. Looks like it might be there. It is. Fire it. Oh, he was open. Dang it. So that's twice in a row now that Roethlisberger missed his target. And now we're looking at 3rd and 10. Let's try and maybe look over the middle of the field here on a little slant underneath. Looks like it might be there. Washington, see what that middle linebacker does. He kind of slides over to the side there. It's there. Takes the catch. There we go. That's a big first down. Move the chains. Now we're into field goal range again. And that clock keeps ticking away. I probably should have run the ball here. Are we on a screen? It looks like we're about to run a screen here, guys. I know I'm not. Oh, no, I'm changing, and we're going to run the ball here. We're going to just give it to Harris up the middle. Yep. All right. And now, oh, no. Trey Turner's hurt. Are you kidding me? I hope that's not serious, because we can't afford to be without him. He's our, anchor in our offensive line, and he's not even, that great, but he's solid, and that's what we need. All right, let's look for Freiermuth coming over the middle of the field here. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Throw it to him. Oh, my gosh. He did, but he took forever, and then he makes him come back to get it, and we don't get the first down. Turner is out for the game with a bruised sternum. So Finney's going to fill in. And now we are like razor thin at offensive line. 3rd and inches, just get the first down. Fullback down here? Man. We're just giving it to Watt, hoping to get the first down. And there it is. Big time pickup there. 7 yards. Look at him. Good job, offensive line. All right. Now I think we're trying this flanker drive. We're bringing Johnson across the formation, looking for him. If he's not there, it's going to be even over the middle, deeper down the field. So it kind of depends on what the linebackers do off the snap. They sort of drop back, so it's open underneath. So we get 7 yards. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 3. Here we are again, inside the red zone. Can we get 3 points? Now that play looked like it worked. So I'm going to try and do basically a similar concept, except I'm dragging 2 guys across the field. But now, if they don't drop back like they did last time, it makes this tougher. So I try and find somebody out here. The fullback's open, and Roethlisberger just makes a terrible throw. He had Watt wide open, and then throws it like 3 yards to his right. It was so bad. It looked like he was trying to throw it to Claypool, but he was not. That pass was supposed to be the fullback, so I come back to show you in an instant replay, and here I am trying to figure out, like, what are we showing me here? I don't need to know this information. So, just run the freaking replay here, swing it out, and then I get locked onto Johnson. So we come out here, because this is where the play's coming. Now look how open Watt is right here. Just throw it to him. Nope, he throws it way to his inside, and I don't know, it kind of looked like if he would have slowed it down there, maybe Watt did start to break back to the middle of the field at the last second, and then he's trying to lead him. But either way, that was just awful. Looks terrible. Interception. We lose another opportunity to put points on the board. We got a penalty here on 1st down. And it's a block in the back, a.k.a. holding. Back them up, make it 1st down and 14 from the 38. 4 minutes to go in the half. Can we come up with a stop here to get us into the locker room with a 6-point lead? So I think that Sweeney is the 2nd tight end for the team. So that's 6 yards there, makes it 2nd down and 8. This is a big play here. We're going to try and stop them and keep it like 3rd and long-ish. So Allen's looking to run here. I read that at the last second, came up and got him. He only picks up a couple of yards, and now it's 3rd down and 5. And that clock still, slowly working its way down towards the halfway point in this one, and they still have not scored. But this is a big 3rd and 5 coming up, and I'm trying to look for something where I can get some pressure on him and be man-to-man on the outside with 1 safety deep. So we're rushing 5 guys, the 3 down linemen, and then the 2 outside linebackers. He rushes his throw, incomplete, and they've got a punt. Now we can just hopefully not get pinned super deep. Maybe try and move the football a little bit, but oh, look, he shanks it. He shanks it. Now we take over at the 33-yard line. We've got a chance now with 3 timeouts. Plenty of time to move the football and score some points. But the way things are going, I don't want to press my luck too much. They've got like 9 guys up in the box here, though, so we audible. We were going to try and run that to the outside. But this play action should be here. There's Ebron. He's open. Hit him. No, he's going deep for Freiermuth, and he comes down with it. That is a huge reception there from the rookie out of Penn State. Big pickup and a 1st down to the 41-yard line. So now we're in fringe field goal territory. Can we get some more yardage here? This is the last play before the 2-minute warning. Gonna just try and kind of run it to the outside, see if we can pick up some yards. Nothing there, but a good effort by Harris. Picks up 4. That's the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 6 coming up here. What are we going to try? We're going strong formation. And I think we're going back to that flanker drive. Now, they pull that safety in, which I don't necessarily like. But still, we're looking to use the middle of the field. If he blitzes, fine. If he doesn't, I'm trying to get rid of it before anybody gets to his position anyway. And right there it is. Man, that was close because Roethlisberger got hit as he threw. They were coming off the edge with that safety blitz. A good throw. The coverage was tight. But once he sells out trying to break up the pass, then Claypool's able to make a big play running with the football. And now we're definitely in the field goal range. 1st and 10 at the 25. Let that clock tick down, guys. Don't get in a hurry. Okay, so they had one-on-one on the outside, and when they show me that, all I'm looking at is what the linebacker does. If he drops back, we swing it to the flat. If he swings out to the flat to cover the running back coming out of there, then Johnson is one-on-one running that hitch, and that's exactly what happened right there. I would take it every single time we get that look. I love it. All right, Ebron coming across the middle. He's open. Oh, dang it. And a flag. What is it? Holding. Not good. So we go from 1st and 10 at the 13 to 1st and 20 at the 23. So, again, opportunity to put points on the board, and this team just cannot seem to ever capitalize on those things. Dang it. All right. So we're running a screen here on 1st and 20, and they bring the safeties up like they're going to blitz, and they do. So this is huge, but a huge play there. Good read by the linebacker to pick up on that screen, but personal foul roughing the passer. That is absolutely massive. It would have been 2nd and 24 from the 27. We lost yardage on that play. Instead, 1st and 10 from the 11. So new life for this offense. A minute to play, 1st and 10, basically 1st and goal. Let's freaking go. Hit Johnson over the middle here. Nope, the linebacker stayed right there in the middle of the field. That's a dangerous throw. Harris, a good job to catch it, but we only get a yard out of it, so not a big deal. I'm going to try something out of the pistol here. I kind of feel like an idiot because this entire game, I forgot about one key section of the playbook that I generally have a lot of success with, but for whatever reason, I just didn't use it in this one. And there, what I was trying to do was step up through the pocket, and his first step, for whatever reason, went to the right, and he stepped right into the sack. So, there we go, shooting ourselves in the foot. We go backwards on 2nd down. As soon as he went to the right instead of up through the pocket, that play was over. I also had a guy coming across the middle of the field that ended up being open out to the left-hand side. But now, we're just going to run the football. It's going to be the last play before we just go ahead and take the 3 points. Call a timeout here. And then let's kick the field goal, go into the half with a 9-0 lead in this one, y'all. On the road at Buffalo, holding them scoreless in the first half. Pretty darn impressive, if you ask me. So here we go. Let's see here. End of the half, 9-0. We're kicking off, so they get the ball. I'm a little bit distracted because I know that there was a break in the footage that eventually I'll need to just shut up. And then the rest of the way, it actually did pick up my commentary. So I don't really know what happened, but it's not a big deal. The rest of the commentary in future episodes should be a little bit more fluid than what it has been in this one. So apologies, but we're off to a great start for the series, eh? All right, so we should have had him bottled up for a big loss there. He does a good job getting back to the line of scrimmage, but a nice tackle eventually. So we've only allowed 64 total yards of offense, 42 on the ground, 20 in the air, and 22 on the ground. Our defense has been stifling in this one. We are looking to keep that going. 2nd and 10. Oh man, when I'm in pass coverage on a tight end, a lot of times they get to a point where you can just sense that they're about to make a break, and I'm trying to guess whether they're going in or out to hopefully make a big play. I guessed out. He broke in, and he was wide open. All right, play action. He's got a man deep down the middle. Oh, he didn't see him. Look, off to the left side. You can still see how open he was. And he ends up getting a decent pickup, but that could have been like a 30-yard gain or more if he finds that guy deep down the left side of the field. He came all the way across the field and was wide open eventually, but Allen never saw him. All right, 2nd and 1. We'll go play action again. Cole Beasley. No, that's not Cole Beasley. That's Dawson Knox. His catch there. So now they got 1st and 10 at the 43. And they're going 2 running backs, 2 wideouts, and a tight end on this upcoming play. We're going to try a zone blitz with 2 deep. The middle of the field is the issue here if they throw it, but they didn't. And that's a good stop there. Got a yard or 2. Now 2nd down and 8. Now they're going 2 tight ends and 2 wideouts this time. Probably a pass here. Yeah, we go zone. We're still bringing an extra rusher, so it's going to be tough to cover shallow, and that's exposed there. You've got to make that tackle, though. First guy to the ball has got to make the tackle. Dang it. They got a 1st down, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. This is their big opportunity to score here, and it's looking good so far. This could be big. If they can get some points on this drive, changes the complexion of the game because, I mean, it's a 2-score game right now. If they can get their offense going, finally get some points on the board, it kind of forces our offense to respond. It's a good stop there on 1st down. Somebody make a play here on 2nd down. Let's get a sack. 2nd and 9. We got to have good coverage downfield. TJ Watt, get to him. Get some pressure. We got good coverage. Oh, no, we don't. Stephon Diggs wide open. Fitzpatrick was down shallow there. I don't know if he was, like, I didn't see if the halfback swung out there. But, man, he left him way too open in that part of the field. Now 1st and 10 inside the red zone. I think this is their first trip in the red zone, isn't it? All right, let's watch for the run to the left-hand side here. Kind of stacked up there. They do go to run, but it's kind of a counter there. Nice job. Look at the effort from Singletary. Dang. 11 yards, now 1st and goal at the 2. And boy, a touchdown here would be massive for the Bills. Let's bring the freaking house on 1st and goal. I like to get aggressive in goal-to-go situations. Cam Hayward blowing that play up. Still the 2nd effort, and he almost got that in. Dang it. Should have had him for a loss. Instead, it's a gain of 1. Now 2nd and goal from the 1. Need to keep putting pressure on him here, because basically you got to get to him before he has time to let somebody get open this close down to the end zone. Plus, if you're blitzing and they run, it's just a run blitz. Ooh, man, he had him open there, but missed him. So the pressure can help with that regard too. Is, you know, you come after them, maybe they get a little bit of the yips and they fire it before they set their feet, or they just, you know, don't give the receiver time to get open. Anyway, incomplete there. 3rd and goal. Ah, he hit Sanders in the back of the end zone. Why is TJ Watt covering Emmanuel Sanders? So that's no good. And now the extra point will make it a 2-point game. When just a second ago it was a 2-score game. Now halfway through the 3rd, that was a 12-play drive that results in a touchdown. Good job by the Bills offense in that one. We got to respond here. This is big. All right, that's going to go down as a touchback. I'm not going to bring that one out from that far deep in the end zone. Let's try and get the offense going again here. Move the ball down, get some points, and see if we can't, you know, a touchdown would be huge. Get it back to another 2-score advantage for us. On the ground, going outside. He's got some room. Oh, good 2nd effort. That's a gain of about 9, and Harris is sitting at 91 yards in his debut in the NFL. That's pretty impressive. 13 carries, 91 yards. See if we can't get him into the end zone. But it looks like he'll top the 100-yard mark, which is pretty darn good for a rookie in your first game ever. All right, so that hitch route looks like it's there. I love that read. When you have basically, if the corners are way off the line and it looks like it's man coverage out there, just go to a hitch. If the linebacker goes back in that direction, you just throw it out into the flat on that side. If the linebacker goes toward the flat, you throw the hitch route. And it's like they can't stop it. There's almost no way for them to defend it. Worked out there. Now a short gain on first down. We're going to shift our strategy here and try and get Benny Snell a little bit more involved. Harris is carrying a fairly heavy workload for his first game ever. We don't want to overwork him this early in the season, so just shuffling around some of the formation subs there. And see, that's the same concept right there. The linebacker didn't go back there to help him like underneath of that route. So you just fire it out there and it's complete. Now here, again, they're way back off the line. I could do it again right here if I wanted to. But 1st and 10, we're going to run the football. And Snell goes home. He's got 2 carries for -1 yards. So that's not ideal. 2nd and 9, we're fringe field goal range here as well. It could be a 53-yarder from here, which we could hit. And we would probably try it. So just don't go backwards, and we got a chance for some points here. Looks like Freiermuth maybe coming across the formation, maybe deep down the sideline to Claypool. Oh, man, oh, White went for the interception, doesn't get it, but there is a flag on the play. Man, it looked like he had a chance to pick that off, went for the big play, ends up, Claypool comes up with it, takes it into the end zone, and it is pass interference on the defense. That will be declined. So Tre'Davious White gets beat for the touchdown, a 36-yarder for Chase Claypool. First touchdown of the year for the Steelers. And that is big, as we're now back out in front by 8. I thought about going for 2 here, but if you don't get it, it's still a 1-score game, hypothetically. So just kick the extra point, get it to a 9-point lead, and let your defense go out there and try and win you this football game. So 6 plays is all it took us there. Roethlisberger 3 for 3 on that drive, 62 yards and a touchdown. And we are on track to hold this team below that 75 yards rushing. That was one of our weekly goals. So if we can do that, pick up a win, that'd be huge. All right, another touchback here. So it's a 9-point lead, 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And you know, they've started to get their offense going a little bit, so we kind of need to try and keep things under control just a hair. Going cover 1 here, just a little bit conservative to start things off. Now, they audible. I don't like this, because now you've got TJ Watt trying to cover somebody on defense. It's just not ideal. And then they switch and put Watt on Beasley. That's just a horrible situation, and it ends up being a big pickup. And Cole Beasley, another nice gain there. He's had a couple of them. And they're already into Steelers territory. 1st and 10 at the 44. Beasley, 2 catches, 43 yards. See, they audible again, trying to get one of those mismatches. And this time, I adjust by flipping to a zone, and it pays off almost with an interception there. So he misled his man. Schobert was maybe trying to make a break to get the hit, but if he's going for the ball there, that's a touchdown perhaps, at least an interception. All right, 2nd and 10. They've got trips to the left. Okay, just dump it off underneath. Not much there. They get 5 or 6. So it's going to be 3rd down and 4 here. This is a big play. We'll try and find something where we can get some pressure. So we're coming off the edge here. It's man coverage. We're rushing 5, but we're putting pressure on that one side of the line. Now they audible, so I audible. But it looks like somebody's kind of crisscrossed there as far as our zone coverage. It didn't matter because they went to the flat anyway, but deep down the seam, they might have had a shot there if they would have had somebody doing a go route. We miss a tackle. They get a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard. All right, so now this looks like a run. What are they doing here? They play action. He has time, and it's Diggs put a juke on there, but then couldn't cut it back up the field and get in. So 1st and goal from the 5, and they're on the move. Quickly coming down the field, a chance to score again before the end of the quarter. We need to stop here, guys. At least hold them to a field goal would be nice. On the ground. Okay, good stop. Get about a yard. That's not that big of a deal. All right, this should be the last play, hopefully, of the third quarter. If they try and run it, at least. Yeah, this is probably the last play of the quarter. 3, 2, 1. Nope, he didn't even get one off. So that's good. All right. Going to the fourth quarter, we each got touchdowns there in the third, so it's still a 9-point advantage, same as it was at the end of the half. So we're still in pretty good shape here. We just need to keep the throttle down with the defensive pressure. Ooh, this is like spread me out. They got man coverage. I'm not sure I like this. Oh man, he had Diggs wide open and just the timing was off and he missed him. That's big. All right, 3rd and goal from the 4. We get one more stop here. Come on, guys. One time. Okay, he's out of bounds. Sanders makes the catch. I was trying to cover like the flats and everything underneath. He did the right thing by throwing it to the back of the end zone, but he let him too much out of bounds, and they are going to challenge here. But I think this is a mistake. That looked like it was definitely out of the back of the end zone. And based on the replay there, he didn't get any feet down, let alone 2 feet. Terrible challenge by the Bills. They're going to have to settle for 3. 4th and goal from the 4. It'll make it 16-10. So we'll still have just the 1-score lead as they get it back to where a touchdown would give them the advantage. But it is a 6-point lead instead of the 2-point lead that it might have been had they got the touchdown. So we'll take it. All right. From the 2, come on, Ray. Out to about the 26 or 27. Not terrible. We'll take it. All right, 1st and 10. Let's try and get back on the ground here and establish that rushing attack. Benny Snell, I need you to contribute here because I can't have it all on Najee Harris all season long. Gonna have to spread out the workload. There's some good blocking. Big hole and a good run there. Picks up 5. And now a manageable situation here on 2nd and 5. Let's try and keep it on the ground. I think would be the strategy. Look, they're way off the line again, though. Do I have a pass called here? Yeah, so I'm going to adjust. I'm going to go to the slant. No. What am I doing? We're going to a dive play here? Well, I mean, it worked out, but it definitely worked out. What a run. Dang, out to the 45-yard line. A huge gain there, just carrying tacklers. Now 1st and 10 at the 45. We're in good position here. Let's freaking go. Get me another 1st down. Get us down into field goal range. And let's get some points. Come on, boys. All right, 1st down and 10. We're going to give to Snell. Not much there, but a good effort. He got about 5 there, and it's going to be another 2nd down and 5. Let's go back to a strong formation and look to try and get the ball outside on the edge with Najee Harris. It looks like it's there. If I can get a block on the edge from the tight end, this could be a good play. Oh, man, he just barely got around the edge there. Did he get the 1st down? He did. Move those chains, baby. 1st and 10 at the 45. Things are looking good here. Another 1st down gets us, realistically into pretty good field goal range and a chance to make it a 2-score game again. And we're pushing where time becomes a factor. Good job to swing that out there. That's the read that you're looking for there. Just kind of key in on that linebacker to see what he does. If he drops back, swing it out into the flat. Ooh, are we running right here? Because if we are, it looks like it might be there. We are. They got everybody loaded up to that side. Come on, give me some blocking here, guys. No. I mean, I wanted to get outside. That guy came up off the edge and forced me back up the middle. We got a couple of yards, but this is a big 3rd down coming up here. If I don't get it, it's a long field goal where they maybe have good field position and a chance to, come down and score a touchdown and take the freaking lead. And it would be probably late in the fourth quarter if that happens. So this is a massive play. They've kind of given me a look where I think we can just run this right up the middle. They're spread out along the middle of the field. See how they're like maybe trying to cover the edges? So I audible, we go up the middle, and Benny Snell gets the first down and then some. Great second effort, picks up a big first down there. And that is huge because now we'll be able to work that clock down to around 5 minutes, hopefully just get a field goal, maybe a touchdown would be awesome. But points here makes it really tough for the Bills to win this football game. So just be safe with it. We're going to just kind of keep it between the tackles, try and move that ball forward ever so slightly. Here we go. There's 4 yards. And he's got 120 on the ground, 18 carries. Look out for Najee Harris in this league if he keeps putting up numbers like he is right this minute. And here we go now. This is where I can stop doing the commentary. All right, sorry. Had an interruption there. I got to be really careful here because I want to make sure that Roethlisberger has his feet set when he throws this, so it's not like a wild throw for that reason. I wanted to try and get that down the middle to Ebron, but it would have been a little bit dangerous. Watt was there in the flat. Just take what the defense is giving you. All right, third down here. We've just got to move the ball on the ground as much as we can. A first down is huge because it allows us to chew up more time, for one thing, but also gives us a chance at a touchdown. Come on, baby. Yep, got it. All right, now what do we do? We got to stick to the ground attack. And I want to try and keep it inside the tackles. The more we go to the edge, the more I feel like we risk a loss on the play. And I just want to be picking up 3 or 4 yards to keep moving closer to the first down marker. There we go. That's a really good pickup. I'm going to give it to Snell again here. Oh my gosh. Yikes, guys. So my kiddos are home and knocking on the door to ask me if they can do this or if they can do that. 8 and 5. All right, I kind of wanted to go outside here, but I don't think it's there. So we're just going to take our medicine, pound it up the middle. It's been working. Look at this. To the 1. Their defense is out of gas. And there is no question in my mind. We are running the ball right up the middle, maybe 3 times. I mean, we're down there to where time is an issue for them already. There, that's it. Touchdown, and that pretty much, I mean, it's not over, but they want me to go for 2 here, which I'm fine doing, but I'm going to try. I don't know about this. No. Not there. Dang it. It's okay. Roethlisberger was actually not that bad in this ball game. The interception was an ugly throw. Other than that, he was pretty solid for us. So I'm satisfied. We were kicking into the wind there. Why I was thinking we had it at our backs, because the last time I kicked off, I swear it was in the 3rd quarter, and Boswell only, whatever, doesn't matter. All right, we're up by 12. 4 minutes to go. So they need 2 touchdowns. And the way that we've been running the ball, that is not very likely. I'm not going to change up my defensive strategy yet. We're going to keep playing defense just the way we have been. Now, when they audible like that, I'm going to do the same. They're doing it to try and get a mismatch. All right. Let's go. Oh, no, this is bad. Good job, Cam Hayward. That's a 4-man rush, and he got to him pretty darn quick. All right, now they're in a 4 wide. Let me just stick with the zone here on 2nd down. Those man-to-man matchups, they've been creating some mismatches. Oh, no! Dang it. That's a good play design there. You had a go route on your wide out to the left that took that corner with him and the safety. And then somebody else underneath on that side, and then the guy coming all the way across the formation that had Fitzpatrick. Wait, what play did I just pick? I don't even know, but whatever. All right, keep the plays in front of us here. Don't give them anything big. Cover 6 invert. Sometimes those like invert zone looks can throw off a QB and you get an interception. Oh, come on. Dang it, Beasley is chewing me up, man. Catches. Seems like he's had more than that, but whatever. All right, let's go to the nickel. Tampa 2. I haven't done much of the cover 2. If they go deep down the middle here, we're in trouble. Oh, screen. Good job, TJ Watt. Could have been a lot worse. All right. One, maybe. Come up and press coverage. Try and disrupt their route timing. Uh-oh. Dang, did he get it, or is he short? Okay, 3rd and 1. That's the 2-minute warning. All right, so they're going to need this touchdown pretty quick. And I don't know if they kick off or if they try the onside kick, but I'm going to blitz right here. Come up and press coverage. This is a gamble. But oh, I mean, Josh Allen did a good job there. He had to get rid of it quickly. He did. It's a touchdown. All right, so 22-17, barring the extra point here, or assuming the extra point. Okay. Now, do they go for the onside kick? With all their, no, they only have 2 timeouts. They are going to try the onside kick. Come on, boys. This is the ball game, pretty much. Hold on to it. Yes! Okay. So, at best, they're getting the ball back with about a minute to go. I'm going to try a little bit of a different look for a run play here. Oh, God. That was probably a mistake. Bring Johnson in motion. Can I not bring him in motion? Whatever. Just run it. Oh, it's because there's baked in motion. That actually helped there. Go! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's gonna be a block in the back. Unbelievable. Oh, dang it. He was already a few yards up the field, too. But 1st and 6 after that. I'm surprised they aren't loading up the box a little heavier than they did there. There's their second timeout. We've got 1 left. Run the ball. Force them to use that timeout. And then you run it 1 more time. You get the clock down to about a minute to go. I would love a field goal, though. First down. That's ball game. They can't stop the clock enough. Heck yeah. So, here we go. We kneel it 3 times. Game over. A huge win for the Steelers on week 1, going to Buffalo against a team that you're not supposed to, beat. I'm sure Buffalo was like a 8-point favorite in this football game. We came in and took care of business, ran the ball well. That is key for us. And the defense did a fantastic job, honestly. That's it. One more kneel, and that's going to do it. So we'll get a look at the stats here in a second, and then we'll try and wrap up the episode. But dang, that's a big win, guys. Madden needs to fix this. Like, I've just kneeled it. The game is over. I don't need to run another play. Let me just hit a button to run out the clock. You know what I mean? No, instead, I've got to just sit here and watch this for 10 seconds. Sometimes longer. That's a good win for the Steelers. We got the Raiders next week in Pittsburgh. A chance to get to 2-0 out of the gates. Raiders have a tough offense to try and deal with, though, so we'll see how that all goes. But, all right, so let's get to the stats here. Roethlisberger was pretty sharp. The interception was an ugly throw, but 18 of 23, 203 yards. So he was completing a good percentage of his passes. Allen was actually pretty sharp too, honestly. They weren't able to use big chunks though, as much as I think they would have liked. And we shut down their running game. Let's look. Harris was awesome. Yeah. I think we held them below the 75 yards rushing that was our goal. Yeah, heck yeah we did. They didn't even get close. That's awesome. Good job defense. Completely took the run game away from them. Harris was our leading receiver with 4 catches. I mean, only 7 yards. But, we did not do a very good job of getting the ball deep down the field, which I have a feeling is going to be a problem for us this year because we just can't protect Ben Roethlisberger. Yeah, I mean, he got owned. Those 3 sacks were in the first quarter. And we kind of had to adjust our strategy, and it ended up working out. Our leading tackler was Devin Bush with 8. It's not a lot. All right, so sacks. They only ended up with those 4. So we did a good job of, getting that under control. And then Bush had the only sack for us defensively today. But we didn't really need a whole lot of pressure. Boswell 3 for 3. Punts. We only punted 1 time. 26. Like, the sky punt concept in this game is so broken. He's punting from the 40 with a 7-mile-an-hour wind at his back, and I went basically full power and only got 26 yards out of it. Like, come on. That's ridiculous. Fix it, EA Sports. Kick returns, who cares? All right, good enough. So we got the win. That's all that matters. That's going to do it for this one. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment below, and we'll see y'all next time.
Good evening, friends and neighbors. Or shall I say this afternoon?